Dear viewers, you're welcome to my channel. If you've not yet subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell so that you can have more of the videos anytime I release. Today in this video we are going to talk about what? We are going to talk about hybridization. What is hybridization? Hybridization is simply defined as the mixing of atomic orbital to generate a new set of orbital called hybrid orbital. What? The mixing of orbital. That is hybridization. Hybridization equals to mixing of atomic orbital to generate what? Hybrid orbital. To generate hybrid orbital. You see that what's happened in hybridization. You have basic terms like what? Like hybrid orbital itself. You have an atomic orbital. Then how can you define a hybrid orbital? You define a hybrid orbital as what? As the atomic orbital obtained when two or more non-equivalent orbitals are mixed. It may be the S and the P and the G, and so on and so forth. So an orbital, what is an orbital? An orbital is the region within an atom where there is the greatest probability of finding an electron. Yes, the greatest probability of finding an electron. So we have three basic types of hybridization, which are, we have the sp3, sp2 and sp hybridization. So I'm going to just give you like the tips in order to come out with the sp3, the sp2 and the sp hybridization. First of all, I will tell you that sp3 hybridization occurs in the saturated hydrocarbon. That is a hydrocarbon that in a saturated compound, I mean a compound which contains 4 hydrogen. So any compound which is surrounded by 4 hydrogen undergoes sp3 hybridization. That's with single bonds. It is saturated. So in the sp3 hybridization, let's just start here. In the sp3, put our solution. Solution is not mathematics, but just put the solution. What happens in the sp3 hybridization? sp3 equals to what? sp. When you hear sp3, it's like we define hybridization as the mixing of atomic orbital to give a new set of orbital called the hybrid orbital. Now, what happens in the sp3 hybridization? We have this S and this 3P. The phenomenon here is that what? We have an addition of the S plus P plus P plus P. Yes, that's what happens. That's this S stand for this S, this P stand for this 3P. So the sp3 hybridization is the mixing of one S and 3P. Hope you understand. Now we'll come over to sp2 hybridization. I hope this should be more simpler now. So what's happening here is that this will occur in the unsaturated hydrocarbon, like the alkene. An example of the alkene could be what? An example of the alkene could be let's say 18. Yeah, 18 may be an example. So after this, you notice that what? As sp3 hybridization have been the mixture of the S plus the P plus the P plus the P. That's 1S and 3P. It was 1S plus 3P. It's nearly the same thing that's going to happen here. What's happening here is that what? We have the S plus the P plus the P. Because this 2P, that's here it was 3P and here is 2P. So sp2 hybridization, it is the mixing of 1S plus 2p. And then we have the last type of hybridization, which is the SP hybridization. What happens here is that you have only one S and one P. So our answer here should be the mixing of one S plus one P. So we have one S plus one P to generate